I do smoke weed. I love weed. And thank you. Yeah, I'm definitely like, I'm actually a marijuana activist, and I can tell you like how that kind of like came about for me in a sort of different way. At first, I could kind of take it or leave it when I was growing up. I mean, I wasn't like a stoner chick in high school or anything like that. But what I do like about marijuana is that it changes your perspective on reality, right? And these aren't easy times. So sometimes I feel like I need it. Like I'm like, fuck it, I can't pay rent. Universe will give it to me, right? You know, and I started to think about it, like no one's ever died from smoking marijuana, ever. In the history of mankind, nobody's ever died from smoking marijuana. I always want to know why. Why is that illegal? That makes me want to just go out and smoke it just blatantly. It's illegal? I'm not dying from it. More and more. Oh, I'm so high. I'm still alive. You know? I'm still here. Only now I see the bullshit that exists in the world, and you don't like that. You know, right? I mean, that's like what it's really all about. You know. And I had a friend of mine. He says, you know what? If you legalize marijuana, you might as well just legalize crystal meth. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, come on. You cannot compare pot smokers to twerkers. I mean, maybe they get their house cleaned up and shit, but whatever. Okay, good for you, all right? You know what, and I don't know, and I know, like, especially out here, like, I see the horrible tweaker signs. I mean, like, my God. And I know that happens. Because I lived with a tweaker before, and it's a nightmare. You turn on your remote control, and your fucking microwave goes off. You know, you got things wired from here to here, you know, like there's like a freaking paint stroke that's like half done. Like, fuck it, I lost my attention span. Let's paint something else. Hey man, why don't you try it? You want to know why it's so great? Because Hitler made it, and that's how the Berlin Wall went up. I'm like, wow, what a selling point. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like the word, like, come on now. Like, how is this even like, you're so, I mean, I've done it before. It's not all, and it's like freaking Drano up here. And God. But you know what? I think that the tweaker and the pot smoker can work together. Because the pot smoker will think up stuff and the tweaker will execute it. This is really how we create a perfect society. If you can't beat them, just use it in our favor. No. I really don't subscribe to that. I actually think it's a medicine. You know, I think it's really helpful for people. I love the vernacular now. I mean, like I find it kind of like people call it marijuana. Marijuana was the Mexican version because, like, when they wanted to outlaw it, they called it marijuana because the Mexicans brought it into the country and blah 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 blah. But I was just on Normal today. I don't know if you ever listened to that show, but it's Normal Show Live with Radical Russ. He did a whole thing on how marijuana was named after the Virgin Mary. Yeah, believe it or not. And wana meant stuff, so it was like Mary stuff. No, I like that as a sacrament, but that's like really a good one. I live in West Hollywood, which I used to live in West Hollywood. Actually, I kind of relocated up here, which is a sanctuary city, which is really cool. You can actually smoke marijuana on the street there. Yeah, you can, legally. And you can actually, so I thought it'd be really cool, because I'm not really gay, but I support gay rights. I'm sorry, maybe you're probably gonna judge me, because I think everybody needs to be free to love anybody that they want. And so I wanted just for the hell of it, just stand in front of like a gay club on Santa Monica Boulevard in front of a cop and go, I'm gay and I'm smoking pot. Free at last, free at last. So I think that would be fun. And being that, you know, I lived there, I saw a hydroponic store. And I was actually growing my first plants. And I walked into the store and I was all excited. I'm like, hey, I'm growing my first marijuana plants. And they looked at me all sour-faced and they go, we only grow basil and cherry tomatoes here. Like, I felt like I brought the lube and the dildos to the wrong party. I was like, oh, let me turn this off. Bag. Right. So, and then I thought, well, maybe they're talking in code. Like, what do I have to do to grow some really big cherry tomatoes? Actually, it was Mark. One time, Mark called me up like a while ago, and he's all enthusiastic, and he's going, Terry, Kirsten Dunst just came out. And I go, wow, she's gay? He goes, no, she smokes weed. I'm like, wow, I have to come out for that? Like, I have to come out for that. And you kind of do, really. You gotta go, Mom and Dad, no, I'm not gay, I smoke weed. Get the hell out of my house! Do you realize? No. But I came out like in a really big way. Like, I was on the cover of the Pasadena Weekly with the American flag behind me. And I was blowing like marijuana smoke in the air, and there were the words like bottleloads of justice, and how a DEA raid turned me into a missionary for medical marijuana. Yeah, my parents were proud of me. Like, now my mom calls me and she goes, Terry, have you been bonging? Because you sound like you've been bonging. Like, I asked my dad, I said, Dad, did you go to Woodstock? And he goes, what do you mean, like the Peanuts character? No, like Summer of Love and like Jimi Hendrix. Your mom and I had jobs. We were serious people. Like, wow, I nearly used to smoke some weed. The main thing I really love the most about like the plant is that it makes paper, fiber, fuel, energy. We can run our cars on it. We can eat from it. And you know what? California, believe it or not, is about to legalize industrial hemp. We might actually get this on the ballot, which means that would be jobs for us. And we could maybe actually not have like a patent seed like Monsanto anymore. We can actually eat a real seed again. So anyway, but there is hope. But one thing is that with smoking marijuana, don't you think you're brilliant when you do it? There is that element. Sometimes I think maybe it's a little bit out of hand, it's like, when a sign says no U-turn? What if it meant no U-turn? Oh my God. I think doing the hokey pokey is really what it's all about. Try it on in, put your left hand, and you shake it all about. You get that? I know why God gave women yeast infections. So they'll know what it's like to live with an irritating cunt. But I went to an Indian casino in Oregon. It was the Mill Casino, actually, of all places, on Coos Bay, to be really honest about where I was at. And just so you know, so I was talking about marijuana, kind of like what I'm talking about tonight. And I thought, okay, well, I'm just gonna go and smoke a little bud in my room and have it's called God's gift, And so, and you know how when you actually smoke, you kind of smoke it, and then you get that little high, and then you have some coffee or whatever, and then there's half an hour, and then you can do whatever. You can talk to somebody, you go on stage, whatever. The perfect, because I'm really bad on alcohol. I'm terrible at alcohol. Like last Cinco de Mayo, I woke up in bed next to Ronald McDonald and Carrot Top. And you know what? I'm not sure, but it might have been Carrot Top. And yeah, I'm just joking. But I do have a Carrot Top story, but I'll never tell anybody. Anyway, that's for the memoir. But I actually, where was I in my story now? I went off like a Carrot Top and a tangent. Oh, so sometimes like I need to calm down or whatever, and I'm just really not good with this. After, I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of shots tonight. I'll be like going, but not normally. And so I cleaned my act up, and so where was I again? I was talking about volleyball. You don't know where I'm at. Also in the casino, right? Okay. Anyway, funny. So I'm at the casino and I smoked some weed and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna go back. And then there was a knock on the door. I go, who is it? And they're like, it's the federal police. I'm like, oh shit. Where's the incense? Damn it. Do you have marijuana in there? Yes. Yes, I do. Do you realize that you're the entertainer and you're smoking marijuana? And for a flash moment, I thought, why does this surprise him? I'm like, yeah, I'm the entertainer. I have the weed. Like, I thought that's what we could do, but I didn't say that. And I said, well, I'm a medical marijuana patient for California, and this is Oregon. I thought it was okay if I, medicated between shows. And he goes, this is an Indian casino. It's owned by the federal government. I'm like, shit, why didn't I know that? Like, I thought the Indians own it. What happened to the Indians? Kemosabe, the peace pipe, what happened, And so then I thought, I looked at him and I go, I did not know that. If I had known that, I would have never have disrespected you like I am right now. And he says, can I see your recommendation? I go, yeah, and I bring it out and I send it to him and he looks it over. And he goes, well, we're not gonna arrest you, but we are gonna have to take your weed. Shit. Good news, bad news all at once. Damn it. And then I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if he had like a contact high or whatever, but he goes, well, we're not gonna take your weed. We're gonna let you put it in the car. I was like, no way. And I go, well, I gotta go on stage really quick and I don't have much time and my car's in the valet parking. And he goes, oh, no problem. We'll let the front desk know. And he goes, the comedian will be coming downstairs to put her marijuana in the car. And literally, I'm in front of the front desk and I got back on stage. So that was what happened. I wasn't arrested that time, which is really good because it's not the first time I've actually really seen the feds before. I mean, they've I don't, has anybody seen the feds in the face at all? Probably not, because you probably never really want to, because it's not funny. Like when you're smoking weed and the feds show up, it's a fucking buzzkill. Always. And what happened is that I was actually in a doctor's office, which is the same building as they had a medical marijuana dispensary. And all of a sudden I was there and somebody goes, they go, it's a raid. It's a raid. And and they came up the stairs. And let me tell you something. When they don't just knock on the door like they did at the hotel, they just freaking go, and then it's like freaking, it's like guns, boom, 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 boom. It was like right here, like they were like just like this, boom, and you or me. And I totally freaked out. I go, I'm just a comedian. I was the last comic standing. And I go, oh my God, I just did credits. I totally disgust myself. That's disgusting. And then all of a sudden this guy gets freaking thrown on the ground. he's hogtied right down next to me, and I'm like, wow, that just ruined bondage for me forever. You know? And then one guy handcuffed me, and he goes, well, where's your purse at? And I go, oh, it's over there. And no, over there, you know. And he takes out my driver's license, and he goes, oh. He goes, is everything on here accurate? And I said, yes, except for the weight. I mean, you know how that is. You know, I'm about 10 pounds off. You know, we all lie, right? You know. And they bring us into a room too, and they put us in this little horseshoe kind of thing, and we're looking at the FBI, and they're looking at us, and then all of a sudden it's really quiet, and then somebody says, I'd like to have a drink of water. And the DEA says, well, if we give you water, we have to give everyone else here water. And then somebody else says, well, I'd like to have a drink of water. And then we're like, yeah, we want water, Give us water, we want it to be filtered too, fuckers. We care about our bodies, we want natural water, not tap. So then it came time to check out, and this guy had this little camera at me, and I go, okay, I'm getting my first mug shot, and I didn't want to take a back picture, so I kind of turned to the left side of my face, because that's the better side. I smiled, and the guy goes, this is a serious photo, and I'm like, oh. And then then they go, do you have any alias? I'm like, yeah, I'm Tere Joyce on Facebook. You can friend request me. We don't do Facebook like that. Hell, you don't, right? But here's how silly it all is. This is how silly it all is. They came in, they did what they did, they screamed and yelled at us, and then they took a couple TVs and all of the weed. I'm sure they like watching football and smoking out and having a great time on our dime. And that's basically it. And then at one point, the DEA agent looks at me, and you know what, here's the thing. I actually found them sexually attractive, which I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know what it is, maybe it was a little ponytail, you know what I mean? or some of them have little cheesy goatees, and they're all buff with their shirts, hey man, are you gonna strip for me now? Oh, okay, anyway, take it off. I love handcuffs, but but there was the little short one. The short one was checking out, right? So he had his little tiny hands, and I was all trying to sight him up. So, at the end of the day, he looked at me and he says, so, and he's being all serious, so, are you a medical marijuana patient? And I wasn't then. And he says, do you smoke? He didn't snort. He goes, that's just me. Because, they're all pigs. Do you smoke marijuana illegally? And you're turning me on, man. I'm hot. And I said, on occasion, yes. And he said, that's the most honest thing anybody ever said to me here tonight, so go ahead and check out. So I gotta wait for it. I gotta wait. I still haven't. I'm probably gonna end up being. Thank you. I'm applying. Probably gonna get arrested tonight in Richland. Hey, funny girl. We're here. Like a poltergeist or something, So I've actually been. Oh, thank you. Wow. You guys are the nicest crowd. This is the best response I've ever had on that marijuana material. So you guys must really. Thank you. You must really partake here, which is great. That little hand right there. That's a tiny hand. Bring it up here, Yeah, all you need is a handful.
You know what? I needed to add myself to the stream. Oh, okay. And I haven't even smoked enough yet. All right, so I wanted to thank you guys. Happy 420. Okay, so Treach is here. And he says, happy 420, not bad. Most people do happy 420 from Biggie. Yeah, I realized I hadn't added myself to the stream. Cheers, Big. Let me see. Biggie says, or Big 21 says, face green smiling. Face green smiling. Yes. Respect, Terry. I always wanted to try stand-up and never had the balls to do it. Good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? You should try that out. You should try it out, Treats. Just do it. Just, you know what? Life is just an experience anyways. So, you know what? Give it a try. Because let me tell you something. Every comic has bombed. And you know what? You're always subject to bombing. You know, you never know what's going to happen on a stand-up comedy show. And that's the exciting part about it. Dude, Carrot Top looks like he got a steroid on steroids now. Dude's a beast. Yeah. Okay. I have a sort of Carrot Top story. I've actually said it on, I'm going to say it today, but I said it on Stephen Cambion's show. And so on I did a whole, I explained things about Carrot Top, but I have met Carrot Top before. When he was skinny. When we were young. Okay. And Treach is saying LOL. Yay. Hi, Rosalind R. And then Treach, I'm getting a laughs here. Baby Fist, you're late to the Baby Fist, you're a little late to the party. You're gonna have to watch again. I just did a stream of a stand-up comedy set that I did for 420. Well, it wasn't 420. Actually, the taping was around Cinco de Mayo and the week of Cinco de Mayo at Richland, Washington in 2012. But I did a clip of just stand-up that I had, a portion that I had on marijuana. So I thought I'd stream it today just for fun. Hi, Bella. So I hope that's not Bella. That is Jeffrey Reed's Bella. That's still a child. Oh, well, anyways, you came in late, so maybe you didn't see that other part. But anyway, I just wanted to say happy 420. I hope you're all celebrating, and that we all know about this wonderful plant. And I'm gonna preach one more time because I wrote a letter to the editor here where I'm at. I am in the Central Valley, and it's a heavy agricultural area in California. And at one time, there was a hype for industrial hemp. I think the industrial hemp would be an amazing market for the United States. I really, if we want to make America great again, then we should bring back industrial hemp. Like that started with our founding fathers. Our Constitution was written on hemp paper. Our founding fathers grew it, and I really think that hemp is an answer to, you know, some people say global warming isn't real, whatever, but really, we could even be driving our cars on hemp oil. We could have paper. We wouldn't have to cut down trees, paper, fiber, fuel. You know, hemp, it has all your omega-6 amino acids. It's a great source of food. We won't go hungry if we grow hemp, and we can make billions of dollars in the United States. We could be the forerunner of industrial hemp. Not to say that I don't love the bud, and I really think it's a medicine, especially the decarboxylated form of cannabis. You know, people have gone into remission for taking it, and so there's so much there. Cannabis was taken out of the market because of the oligarchs that were trying to stop it from. They wanted plastic, they wanted oil, Standard Oil, J.P. Morgan. Racism was used to make it illegal. Look, let's fix this. And you know, it's directly against the pharmaceutical companies. That's the real message here. You know, I mean, great. It's fun to smoke weed. I love smoking weed. It's better than alcohol. You can create. You can be creative. there's so much there to just even using it recreationally. But sometimes I think legalization has made it so that the recreational aspect is taken over. We used to spend more time when it was medical marijuana, and we talked about how it helped people with cancer so they could eat, help people with AIDS so that they could eat. And I think that we need to look at the plant as a whole. And so happy 420. And also I'm gonna stop preaching because I can get really, really preachy. Hemp is highly renewable. It is renewable. It's a super plant. It's a super plant. And my wish, I'd like to see this happen like while I'm still alive. My wish is that we use that plant to its fullest capabilities and that we do the research to accomplish it. So happy 420, everybody. And thank you for showing up in the chat. And I enjoyed the rest of your celebration tonight. I'll see you guys next time.